This is the WKBN High School Football Game of the Week pregame show, sponsored by B&R Wholesale Tire and Pebblestone Flooring.
No one takes a break tonight. We get after them for 4 quarters.
You take what you want. It's your time.
Game on game, game on game, game on game, game on game. We can't be beat. Won't be beat. Won't be beat.
Go get it done, baby. Come on.
We have reached week 2 of the 2019 high school football regular season. Tonight, a pair of former Steel Valley Conference foes do battle as Austintown-Fitch plays host to the Ursuline-Irish in our WKBN High School Football Game of the Week. Hi again, everybody. Chad Krispinski alongside Ryan Allison. Ryan, no shortage of storylines heading into this one.
Yeah, there's been plenty of change for both programs this year, including 2 new head coaches. Dan Reardon, of course, returned to the Ursuline sidelines this year, where he won 3 state championships.
Let's take a look at tonight's matchup notes. These 2 teams meeting for the first time in 12 years.
Since 1993, it's been a very one-sided series, though, with Ursuline winning 11 of the past 12 meetings. That includes 4 of the last 5 head-to-head.
The last time they hooked up back in 2007, with Ursuline coming away with a 21-14 victory. Let's now take a closer look at Ursuline. The Irish looking to bounce back from a 52-26 loss to Cleveland Benedictine in week number 1. That was Dan Reardon's return to the program as coach. The Bengals outgained the Irish by nearly 300 yards in the season opener. Following that loss, Ursuline 0-1, looking to bounce back here in week 2 of the regular season.
Yeah, it's been a tough stretch for the Irish over the last few years. Tonight, they'll look to snap a 10-game losing streak on the road.
Now, the Irish boasts plenty of talent, especially at the skill positions. Case in point, James Phillips, who can pretty much do it all. He's capable of playing tight end, linebacker, wide receiver, and just about anywhere else.
Without question, a big 22 contender who brings tremendous size. He's 6'3", 237 pounds, and prides himself on playing physical and leaving it all on the field. He wants to be out of gas when the clock hits 0.
He is a Division I recruit, having already verbally committed to Western Michigan in the MAC. Here's Fitch on what Phillips brings.
First of all, just his size is pretty good. I mean, that's intimidating sometimes. But he was playing wide out during their game. Didn't see a whole lot of touches, but just the fact of him being out there, he does look like he's a physical player and blocks real well at linebacker. Of course, he's physical and comes downhill real hard. So, we're keeping an eye on him, where he lines up and what happens during the game.
He's always around the ball. He's always wanting to make a tackle, a big play. And he's a very good player. I'm excited to be going against him this week.
And when we come back, we will turn our attention to Austintown-Fitch, the Falcons, looking to ride the momentum of a strong performance in week 1. You're watching the WKBN High School Football Game of the Week.
You're watching the WKBN High School Football Game of the Week pregame show.
And welcome back as the countdown to kickoff continues. Let's now turn our attention to Austintown-Fitch, a team that has certainly been through a lot over the last several months.
Yeah, it was shocking news back in June when legendary coach Phil Annarella suddenly passed away. Big loss for the program, big loss for the Valley, and I know we miss him. Yep. John Elliott, of course, took over as interim head coach, and tonight he'll make his home debut on what should be an emotional night.
It sure will be. Falcons entering week 2 with a ton of momentum. They rolled past Erie 48-26 just last week.
Leading the way for the Falcons, quarterback Nate Leskovac, who piled up more than 200 yards rushing. C.J. Woodbury eclipsed 100 yards as well in that victory.
Now the Falcons enter week 2 at 1-0 tonight. They head home to play for the first time this season, and that's been a very good thing of late.
Fitch has won 7 of its last 9 home games overall, looking to take another step towards the playoffs. They've been to week 11 6 times since 2010.
Now helping the Falcon cause, senior lineman Christian Armstrong. He's a big guy, 6'1", 301 pounds, and he's a team captain.
Armstrong, one of the only 2-time letter winners for the Falcons this season. He says his best attribute is his knowledge of the game, having already played 3 years of varsity football.
He models his game after Akeem Hicks of the Chicago Bears, who likewise brings size and a high football IQ. Ursuline will be tracking his whereabouts all night on the field.
Yeah, he plays hard, and you know, he's a big kid, and you know, as I said up front, we're a little bit green up front, and you know, so anytime you have a big powerful kid like that who plays with the motor, it causes concern.
He's big, but he's quick. He can move throughout the gaps and make quick plays that a lot of bigger guys that play D-line can't make. And this week we'll try to put him in tough positions so that he can't be right, and as long as we do that, we should be good.
Let's take a look at our keys to the game. Ursuline looking to grind it out. They want to sustain some drives and chew up that clock.
Secondly, Fitch must limit big plays. Ursuline has plenty of skill and can break one at any point. Finally, both sides say they must protect the rock. The winner of the turnover margin typically wins the game.
Should be a lot of fun tonight on high school football's biggest stage.
You know, with the game of the week, you know, we're excited to be a part of it. We always like to be front and center, and it's not something we shy away from, and it's something that we hope our kids embrace. And like I said, have a chance to make a statement.
When they find out it's game of the week, I think there's a little edge there. They get a little bit excited, and they're happy to play. And so am I. It gives us a chance to get our program out there, get it on TV, and let people see what the Austin-Town-Fitch program is all about.
So the spotlight is shining brightly on high school football's biggest stage as we are just about ready for the opening kickoff. Ursuline and Austintown-Fitch face off next in the WKBN High School Football Game of the Week.